Hey there, welcome back to Reddit Cheating Wife, the best cheating stories on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more cheating stories like these. Cheating fiance asked me to take her back after AP threw her on the curb. I don't know what to think or feel. I am both extremely confused and angry. I go between fits of extreme depression and anger over what a fool I have been and who this person really was. My fiance, F27, of 2.5 years, and I, M36, were laid off last year. I had a very demanding job and worked long hours. I saved so we were not struggling, and we spent the last year traveling, spending time together, and falling what I thought deeper in love. Since then, I have turned down many jobs if they meant I had to relocate due to her restrictions from her prior divorce. I wanted to be with her and her 2 kids, and honestly, that's all that mattered to me. At the beginning of March, we were both stressed out, and I have been trying to have a deeper conversations about the future and our plans, which she stressed over. She says she has extreme anxiety. I told her I would watch her kids, and she could go out with her friends to a concert she had mentioned she wanted to go to. She went, texted me the whole time, and came home that night. When she got home, she was plastered out of her mind, extremely sloppy drunk and messy. The next day, she was acting weird and never said a word about the concert. No pic, no videos, not even really any details other than basics. All out of the norm for her. I knew who she went with, and I did know a guy went who was the cousin of the 3 friends. I found it weird that over the next week, no one mentioned anything about this night. It's like it never happened and nobody would acknowledge who went or what they did. At a birthday dinner for her grandmother, she told me the guy who went with them to the concert bought her and her sister tickets to another event. I got angry, said it was not okay. After dinner, I left to go to my house. Since her divorce has special rules, we have to maintain 2 households, hers and mine. She spends Thursday through Sunday with me and Monday through Wednesday at her place. I got on Facebook for the first time since 2007 and found the guy. I messaged him and asked why he bought my fiance tickets to an event. He denied even knowing her. I had proof he picked her up in his truck the night of the concert and text where they all said they were going out. Still denied everything and started to threaten me, my life, and tell me he has connections. I confronted her again in person at her house. She basically admitted he had a wife and kids, that he shouldn't have gone, and she couldn't show me anything because he demanded they delete everything. I told her she needed to figure out what she wanted. Come clean or end things and move on. The entire next week, I only occasionally heard from her, and I finally made the decision for her. I gathered everything in my house that was hers and told her to come to get it. I had been through this before, and we were breaking up. Since that happened, the wife has contacted me several times. I know divorce is messy, and I know people always try and paint themselves in a better light than they are, but what she told me shook me. This man, M37, was a dumpster fire of a human. She had all their messages for the past 6 months and had tracks where he had said he was out of town on work and was at her house for over a week, which because of her divorce decree, I was not allowed to do. He has messaged me several times to rub it in my face and threatened me to not talk to his wife or give her anything. He puts my ex on the text and she backs him up like a hype man, constantly sending me pics and saying I ducked up and he's going to make her glow up like they are some kind of Instagram couple. Since then, she has come to get her stuff. It took 2 or 3 trips. She came in one time to talk to me. She told me she misses me, broke down, and started to cry. Told me she told her family she messed up and wants me back. She wanted to know that my family knew and if I missed her. Then she told me he moved in, he kicked her, cursed her out for talking to me, demands to check her phone every night when he gets home, and is extremely mean to the kids and others. This is all in line with what the wife told me. Her sister, who was in the car, then demanded that she was in the house too long alone with me, and if she didn't leave, she would call him and tell him and my ex would be in trouble. She told me her sister said I'm not right for her and that she would feel awkward with me after all the crap she said about me. Plus, this guy parties and buys them things, so she didn't want to lose tickets for the events they had planned. I thought it was crazy and begged her not to listen to her sister, who is 19. She left on good terms, and I thought maybe she had seen the light. Then the next day, she went back to being hateful towards me, refusing to pay me for money she borrowed, and we agreed on payback terms and how I was ruining her life with him. This man is a total piece of crap, and I worry for her and the kids. He, M37, has kicked his wife several times, constantly tracks her, demanding where and who she is with at all times. Even since the separation has started, he texts her and the kids, threatening them, asking who they are with and where. Has kept her away from her friends and family for years. Has stage 5 kidney disease, congestive heart failure, is losing his hearing and diabetes. Hid he was married 3 previous times, was a felon with 6 years in prison for pills use and sales. It goes on and on. He plays mind games on a master level, and I know it's just going to get worse for her. He can fake nice now, but the true person always comes out. All I'm left with is, who the hell is this person? How did I fall in love and spend the last 2.5 years with someone that changed in the blink of an eye? We were literally together the week prior, telling each other how we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. We have been trying to have a baby for the past year, and we have lots of ups and downs with it. It would have been my first kid, and I was really emotional about it. I am just at a loss. She is only the second person I have truly been in love with. I trusted her 100% and gave her and her kids everything. For her to betray me after all our talks of trust issues she had with her ex and our past of being cheated on, for her to do this makes me question how dumb I am. Why would I ever want to do this again with anybody? This is how good men and women become despondent, stop caring, and just use people for attention and sex. Update. I once heard someone say, the difference between fact and fiction is that fiction needs to make sense. I believe this is true. I have severed all ties with her, blocked her, and am attempting to move on from her. The odd features of this are what have me so taken aback and why it has been so difficult to move on. I was forced to cancel the majority of our previously scheduled vacations. Because it is her birthday week, I've had to hurry to find friends to accompany me to a concert on her birthday and to prepare for a solo trip to Disney World in Florida for spring break the following week. Despite the fact that I miss her with all I have, her actions don't match her words, and I'm not going to cope with another narcissist in the near future.